making money online. It's one of the most desired attributes for those that are seeking independence, flexibility, and the opportunity to make some money anytime, any place. So in this video, I'm going to be reviewing 7 different websites that will pay you for doing different jobs, different tasks, and even for doing absolutely nothing, as long as you have a little bit of spare time and an internet-connected device. So I'm going to be reviewing some of the more popular ones and see if they might be right up your alley, and see if you might want to utilize 1, 2, or even all of these opportunities to generate an income online. Now, the first one I'm going to be talking about is called TryMyUI, which stands for Try My User Interface. This is actually a website in where you can actually do reviews and do testing on user interfaces, website, different apps, among other things that companies are putting together and they want your feedback on. And when you do that, they're willing to provide you some compensation. And so companies of all sizes utilize this service to get feedback, real world feedback for the users that it's ultimately building this platform for. Now, they're doing this because they want to make things more intuitive. They want to make things more user friendly, and ultimately that's going to mean more success for the website, for that company, and ultimately help them make money. So if you can provide feedback that's going to help them along that process, well, this is where TryMyUI comes in. So what you're going to be doing is downloading a piece of software in which you're going to be following some instructions. Now, these instructions may be things like simply read the website, look for a certain button, or complete a task, and then give your opinion on how difficult it might be, certain improvements that they may want to make, and it's all based upon your feedback. Now, how much does this pay? According to their website, they pay $10 for an approximately a 20-minute review task. And during that 20 minutes, you will need a computer with internet accessibility as well as a microphone. Now, if you can actually do 3 of their tasks or interviews or tests within a 1-hour period, well, that's 3 different tasks at $10 an hour. That equates to a $30 per hour average. Now, will you actually be getting that? From some of the reviews that I've read, that's a pretty tall task to complete 3 in an hour, because there's always a little bit of downtime and administrative work in between. But nonetheless, you can do these from the comfort of your own home on any internet-connected device, and you can do it at any time throughout the day. This gives the ultimate flexibility if you're willing to give your opinion, do some testing, and give your honest thoughts. Now, I have used this site in the past as well as told other people about it, and when doing an updated review of this, I've also noticed they've added something called live interviews to the options. And here you have the opportunity to earn even more. This is where you'll actually sit down. You probably have to have a camera in order to do a live interview in which someone's going to be asking you questions, complete certain tasks, and give your honest feedback about it. Now, TryMyUI gets very good reviews, and all you need to do to receive the payment is, of course, provide your PayPal email address that they can send the money to, and they will pay on a weekly basis. And from what they say, there is no limit to the amount of tests that you can actually do, so it's just a matter of how much free time that you actually have. Number 2, this is another similar site as you're going to be doing more testing for companies that are building digital products. This is called UserTesting. Now, from what I've seen, UserTesting is very similar to TryMyUI. However, there are other things that they incorporate, including the use of surveys in things that you could actually be getting paid for. Now, some of these surveys pay anywhere from $10 up to $90 per survey. Now, keep in mind that you will need to qualify in order to take part in certain surveys. In other words, if you don't live in a certain country or drive a certain car or participate in certain things, then you may not have access to some of those higher paying surveys, as they are looking for something very specific. But nonetheless, there are still quite a few options out there. Now, for some of these tests, you will need a computer with internet access, of course, as well as a microphone for some of the testing. Now, the interesting thing about user testing is it's not just for a desktop platform. They actually have options to do user tests on your mobile device, Android or iOS. You can also do them on tablets. Now, when you're scrolling through the different tests that are available, it'll show you what type of operating system or what type of desktop, laptop, or mobile device that they're actually looking for that you can participate in. Now, most of the tests and most of the surveys involved have to do with usability testing. So you're going to be reviewing things like user interfaces, website design, app design, and giving various product feedback. And based on some of the user's experience that I saw, it looks like some of the testing can become quite difficult in order to become qualified in order to actually take. So some people said you may only be able to participate in 1, maybe 2 tests per day. Other than that, it was extremely difficult to participate in several of the tests. But like TryMyUI, these are available 24 hours a day, so all you need is an internet connected device and some free time. Number 3, user interviews. Now, user interviews, much like user testing, is looking for input from people like yourself. And in this specifically, you will be interacting with researchers that are looking for certain information. Now, according to their website, they pay anywhere from $20 to $200 to the users that actually participate in some of these testing and surveys. In being that they will pay out a little bit more, these surveys and these tests are a little bit more involved than the others, taking anywhere from 20 minutes up to 2 hours to complete. And not only that, some of these tests can also be very specific in terms of the users that they're actually looking to participate, so it may be difficult to come across tests, at least some of the higher paying tests that you want to participate in. But like the other two, all you need is an internet connected device and some free time in order to participate and make money online. Now, in my opinion, signing up for all three of these services would probably make the most sense, as if you combine the opportunities from all three of them, you can very likely make more than $100 a day taking part in various user groups, focus groups, researches, website testing, user interface testing, as well as several other research projects. And so far, the majority of these three websites that I've talked about so far can all be done at pretty much any time during the day or night from an internet-connected device. All you need is some free time. Number 4, Experience Dynamics. Now, much like the first three, this one is very similar in that you are going to be participating in testing, usability, testing software, but this one is a little more selective than the first three I talked about. And the things that you'll actually be getting paid for are a little more complex. And these include usability studies, user research studies, accessibility studies, expert reviews, eye tracking, interactive design, mobile usability, and visual design. In fact, some of the insights that you'll be giving to these companies doing these research projects could involve things like keeping track of a diary or a log over a 1 to 2 week period in which you'll be giving research based on the things that they want information on. Now, according to their website, it looks like they pay anywhere from $50 to $150 for each of the tests, each of the usability studies that you participate in. But unlike some of these others, this one could be a little bit longer term, like I said, 1 to 2 weeks, and others go from a half an hour up to 2 hours at a time. Number 5, Constant Content. Now, this one's a little bit different in that you will be providing the service, not necessarily insights, but you'll be getting paid to create content in the form of written word. Now, becoming a freelance writer is one of the most searched topics for those looking to make money online. There are a ton of different opportunities, and Constant Content is one of those places where you can create articles, create content, create all kinds of studies, and sell those pieces online to companies. Literally tens of thousands of companies go to this marketplace to buy content for their blogs, for their research studies, for their websites, for newsletters, even for YouTube channels. Everybody is constantly looking for content. That is where you come in. So what you'll be doing is creating writing pieces that will then get put on the marketplace. Not only that, you will get to set your own price. Now, from what I've seen, there is a minimum of $7 per piece of content that you can put on the marketplace and sell. And not only that, Constant Content always takes its commission, its cut of every single sale. And not only that, I have seen writers talk about how some of the pieces that they put up there have sold for anywhere from $200 to $250 a piece. And not only that, those can be purchased months, even years after you've actually written them. So if this is something where you want a little more of a creative outlet and you're willing to put in the work and put in the time to creating pieces that could be used on social media, they could be used on all the kinds of different websites, blog posts, and pretty much anywhere, well, you might want to try out Constant Content. Number 6, and this one's a little bit different in that this one you'll be getting paid for doing, well, literally nothing in terms of work. Now, this one's a little more complex, and it's in the financial world of the cryptocurrency world, and this is known as staking. This is where you can take some of the cryptocurrency that you own and stake it and earn an interest on. Now, this is significantly higher than any of the interest that you would actually earn from something like a bank or even a money market account and even government bonds. But even this, you don't necessarily have to buy a ton of cryptocurrency in order to stake and earn a significant amount of income in terms of percentages. There are places like Coinbase where you can actually learn and earn cryptocurrency absolutely for free. You don't even need to purchase anything. So for instance, at Coinbase, you can do their learn and earn, and from what I've seen, they'll give opportunities that pay anywhere from $3 to $5, and they'll do this pretty much on a weekly basis. What they do is actually put out quizzes and videos talking about different cryptocurrencies, different projects, and after you watch these videos, you take a very short, very simple quiz in which you can earn anywhere from $1 to $3 for answering questions correctly. And if you do this on a weekly basis, you can earn anywhere from $15 to $30 per month on a monthly basis worth of that cryptocurrency. You can then swap it for Bitcoin if you don't exactly want to hold that cryptocurrency, or even move it to another exchange and do whatever you'd like with. However, you can take that free cryptocurrency that you just earned and put it into a staking reward opportunity on Coinbase or even on several other exchanges which you can get paid anywhere from 3%, 5%, 8%, and even much higher if your risk tolerance is, of course, much higher. Now, there are some risks associated with cryptocurrency, so please do your due diligence before you go ahead and do this. Now, of course, putting $30 into a staking reward and earning 5, even 8% doesn't sound like a whole lot, but if you do this month after month and you stake it every time you put that into a staking program every time you earn it, after a year or two, that can actually add up to a significant savings. And finally, number 7, this one is actually run by Amazon Mechanical Turk. This is the site in which many businesses and business owners go to. They go to a crowdsourced 24/7 workforce of which you can be a part of. Now, a lot of these tasks take very little time. A lot of these tasks take very little education in order to do. They only require internet service. Now, some of the most common tasks that you'll actually be participating in this gig economy or micro gig economy, in things like doing surveys, doing audio video transcribing, doing Excel spreadsheet work, rating YouTube videos, low-level research job, copy and pasting jobs, and many, many more. Now, what you'll be getting paid for on each job is very small. And from some of the reports that I've been reading, it's unlikely that you would make more than about $10 per hour. However, if doing incredibly simple tasks at any time, day or night, from the comfort of your own home interests you, well, there are people who have been doing micro work for many, many years and actually built up a savings. In fact, one guy has said he built up a savings of over $50,000 just earning money from micro jobs on the Amazon Mechanical Turks program. So like all the other websites that I talked about on this video, you can do them from the comfort of your own home. You can make money online. You can make money from your own home, and all you need is an internet connected device. And if you're watching this video, then most likely you already have exactly what you need in order to start earning without an education, without you having to pay anybody anything, and you can start utilizing the savings to build an extra income, to invest in things like cryptocurrencies or the stock market after it finishes crashing. You can become part of that 24/7 digital workforce that you can earn money from microtasks and start putting that money to work. These are some of the highest rated and highest reviewed websites that I would start with in terms of credibility. And not only that, I'll be talking about other websites in which you can earn money for doing things online from the comfort of your own home. All right, guys, if you appreciated this video and all the content that I provided, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it, as well as join the Late Night Grind community. All right, guys, thanks for watching all the way to the end. And as always, I'll see you guys on the next video.